A great way to start an informative text is look for a fascinating fact and team it up with one of the Sizzling Start techniques. This encourages students to experiment with the different techniques to engage the reader from the very first sentence. In this example, we put different techniques on a large dice to add a bit of fun. Alternatively, you could specify a technique and get the students to choose a technique.
One person from each table, and you're going to roll the dice for your table. Ooh. And you roll it and you might get, start with action. So then you've got to write about that fact, but use action to write about that fact, okay? So it doesn't matter which fact you've picked, but you're using, this whole table would be using start with action. These guys might roll it and get start with a sound. So you're going to write about that fact, but start with the sound. Okay, do you understand? Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. So your table is going to pick one of those facts and start with a sound. Remy, would you like to roll? Oh, you're going to start with a question.
Oh.
Okay, so you're going to write about that fact and start with a question. Charlie, do you want to come roll the dice?
What?
Let's do
You're going to start with action. So this table, you're starting with action.
Once students have a fact or a technique, work with them to come up with ideas for their Sizzling Start. In this instance, each group were using the same technique so they could brainstorm together to provide additional support. Once students have grasped the concept, they'll be able to work independently. Here is a simple example of teaming up a fact with a technique. Ask a question.
Did you know giraffes' hooves are the size of dinner plates? No, didn't think so.
The more students practice, the more creative their ideas will get. For younger students, start with a simpler technique like start with a sound or start with a question. Challenge older students to incorporate more than one technique in their Sizzling Start. You could use the same approach for persuasive topics. You could use this to adapt the 5-minute fast starts game. Write 5 starts for 5 different topics using different techniques in each instance.